Hey bestie, it's B. Happy holidays. You guys, I'm feeling the spirit this year. I gotta say, this is definitely a 180 from where I was at last year. And I don't know, I'm in the mood this year. So a few of you have requested a gift guide, which I don't normally do these, but I figured why not? Let's put our besties on. I obviously love a lot of things and I wanna make sure that you guys get your money's worth with what you're getting this year. So everything I'm recommending for you is approved by me, but also I've literally used it or AJ's used it. So I'm not gonna recommend anything I haven't tried. The demographic for my gift guide is gonna be probably teenagers and up. I only know like 2 children in my life, so I can't recommend anything in that department if that's what you're looking for. And I will say, I don't do like a his, hers. I just share stuff that I think people like and that works for me in my life, makes my life easier, things like that. So it's not really gender specific either. Maybe a few things are, but not really. Anyways, if you're looking for direct links to anything I mention, I will be sure to put that in the description down below for you. So be sure to check that out. So let's go ahead and get into it. I wanted to start with a few stocking stuffers, little cutesy things that you could just throw in people's stockings this year, and we'll take it to the bigger items after that. So first and foremost, if you have followed me for even remotely like a year or so, this has been a staple in my life, and a lot of people have heard me talk about this product already, but it's the Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. I swear by it. The reason I like it is because the unseen part, I don't like to see sunscreen on my face. I have gorgeous melanin skin going on here, so I don't want that white cast stuff either. So this one is purely invisible. I like it because it also kind of acts as a moisturizing layer. So a lot of the times I will put this on before I put my makeup on. I also just wear it bare face if I'm not doing makeup, and it's like, it honestly goes on like lotion, but it's not as greasy. So can't recommend that enough. I've gifted this to my friends. Like I had my bachelorette party and I stuck one in all of their goodie bags. The way they all screamed for this Unseen sunscreen, you would have thought that they were getting like $1 million prize or something. So I'm telling you, it's the vibe, it's the move. And if you're not wearing sunscreen daily, I hate to tell you this, bestie, but we need to go ahead and change that and fix that because the sun is a little aggressive, right? And I don't know about you, I'm trying to keep my age ambiguous for at least another 40 years. So I will be putting sunscreen everywhere I can until then and after. Another one that I think you should put in the stockings is the Laneige lip mask. I am obsessed with this. Sometimes I just wear it as my lip gloss for the day, but there are some really good scents that they have, and honestly, you put this on at nighttime if you've got the crusty dusty situation going on, which you know your girl is known for. This stuff works amazing though, and it really leaves your lips with that pillow soft smoochy feel the next morning. But yeah, like I said, you could wear it even during the day. You don't have to just wear it at night as a mask. It's so good. Grande Brow. You guys, I love Grande anything. I actually used Grande Lash before my wedding, and when I tell you that stuff actually worked, I had a botched like lash job where they like, what's it called? They like curled my lashes. They lifted them. That's what it was. They lifted my lashes and it ended up like frying them off. So I had to grow them back because I was getting married months later. So I started using this stuff and it worked great. I also used the Grande Brow because I was in love with the Grande Lash, and I've been able to slowly grow in these sparse areas of my brows. So I'm still working on that, but I've made so much progress with that. So if you know anyone who's trying to just amplify the brow lash game, Grande is the move. So let's go ahead and get into the gifts now, the bigger ticket items that I would say, but some of these could be stocking stuffers if you wanted them to be. In no particular order, I wanted to shout out Bombas socks, okay? I was actually gifted these socks a few Christmases ago from my husband's mom and family, and I've fallen in love with them ever since. What I like about them is they're kind of this like thicker material, almost like a compression sock. So I'm a sock girl. Don't unsubscribe when I say this, but I sleep in my socks, and I know I know. Apparently that's an issue with a lot of you. I've already heard, but you know what? I've done it since I was a child. And I think it's because my parents would run around and like yell at me if I didn't have socks on, and they would be like, you're gonna get pneumonia. So I never was in my house without socks because I would get an ass beating. So now I can't even like touch the floor. I feel like disgusting if I touch a bare floor with my foot. Anyways, they are kind of like compression socks. So also if you are traveling or know anyone who has like, you know, a swollen situation going on there, really helpful with just compressing that area. So I definitely like to wear them when I'm traveling because I do get swollen and puffy sometimes on flights. They have so many cute little colors and designs. So if socks are your thing, or if you know somebody who's into socks, I think Bombas is the perfect brand. It's a very high quality, high tech sock, I will say that. The Beats Pill. So if you have a music lover or someone who is constantly playing music throughout the house, the Pill is one that I definitely recommend. I've had many speakers and I really like how sleek this one is. As you can see, I have a very neutral design going on in my house, and I've had some speakers that are like really interesting colors, and I know that's like a picky thing, but the Pill that I have is just sleek and white, and I really like that design. I think it looks really modern and high tech, but to be so petite and just sleek looking, this thing gets loud. Okay, it's got bass. You can hear those 808s. It is a very high quality speaker. It connects very easily with Bluetooth. It charges really quickly. So if anyone on your list is a music lover, I can't recommend the Beats Pill enough. For anyone on your list that is constantly cleaning or loves to clean, this one is for them. I was so kindly gifted a Dyson vacuum. Well, AJ and I were gifted a Dyson vacuum for our wedding gift, and it's been amazing. I love that thing. I would marry that thing if I wasn't married to AJ. But it's really, really easy to maneuver around. It kind of has like that swivel capability, and there's different attachments you can use to get in the really hard to reach places. I never thought I would use that one attachment with like the brushes on top with the bristles. And when we got this rug here from Lulu in Georgia, I will say it traps dirt so easily. Thank you, Bubby. But you have to be careful vacuuming it. It's a very delicate rug, and you can't just go in there with like a, you know, old-fashioned the whole vacuum. So we use the hose attachment and we put the brush on it, and it works perfectly. It doesn't damage our rug. So you can get those delicate surfaces, but you can also change the attachment and get other areas. We use it on our hardwood floor, and then our bedrooms are carpeted, so we use it on every surface, and it works great. I always feel more accomplished when I can see the dirt that I'm picking up. So I do love that, you know, the middle of it is transparent so you can see when it's full, and it gets full fast. Like, I don't know how. I feel like I vacuum every day, and I feel like I'm also emptying that thing every day. So you can see the dirt that is being picked up, and it is so satisfying. So if you love cleaning, or anyone else, like, get this one. I linked it down below. Moving on to more beauty and skincare, LED face masks are really becoming the rage now. And at first I thought, is this like some gimmick? Like, why do we look like Darth Vader all of a sudden? And then I got one for myself, and I was like, you know what? I get the hype. So after you do your skincare routine, you don't need like a particular serum or anything, just do your regular thing. And then you can do a little 15 to 20 minute light treatment. And mine has different settings for different things. There's one for acne, there's one for like blood circulation, collagen production, like there's different kinds, and the instructions will explain all of that to you. But I thought this was such a cool beauty product, and I've fallen in love with mine. So it's just something you can add into your routine, especially if you are into taking care of your skin. So check that one out. The water flosser I wish someone told me about water flossers a long time ago, because I didn't know they were all the rage, honestly. I recently got one because I did start Invisalign. I don't know if you noticed, but guys, look, my gap. It's gone. And I'm not even done with my trays yet. I still have like 3 more, so just wait. Cause this is looking good, guys. So anyways, I've done Invisalign before. This is my second time going through it. And I just remember the first time I was always like grossed out by my trays. I was constantly like, I had to have the best oral care hygiene routine ever when I was first going through it. And I now have the same routine, just as good, if not better. So I got an incredible toothbrush, and I also upped my game and got a water flosser. The reason I got the water flosser is because it's quicker to get things out from your teeth, and I don't always have time to do the traditional, you know, floss, which you still should do that, but the water flosser is a good option to just be able to rinse your mouth out and get food out of your teeth so it's not like all nasty. But you should do this anyways. Like, even if you don't have Invisalign, you should do this anyways. My dentist had the best analogy that I can't get out of my head now, and she said that brushing your teeth without flossing is like wiping your butt cheeks after you poop and not the crack. And after that, my life was changed. I just didn't understand, honestly, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, but maybe a lot of people didn't get it either, that like flossing is really where it's at. Like, you brushing your teeth is just like half, not even half the equation. It's like a third of the equation, okay? So this has been a game changer. And then of course I still go in my traditional floss and really get in there and get in between those gums. But to be able to have this is a great option too. I use it morning, night, in between meals. And especially if I don't have time to like fully do my brushing routine, like it's great on the in-between. Also, what I found out, and I will link this one down below for you too, is that they have a mini travel one, which is game. Once you start using a water flosser, you guys, you will get why the mini travel option is the best thing, because you can just slip into the bathroom, go clean your teeth out, boom. Takes less than 10 seconds, I'm telling you. And I don't know about you, but I'm like one of those people that is very self-conscious if I like go out to eat, say I get like a salad or something, I'm like hoping I don't have like a huge piece of the Amazon forest like on my front tooth. Like, you know, I just get really paranoid. So it's nice to just like, I'll be going to the bathroom, shh. You're good, you're good. Also, just a rule of thumb, I'm gonna insert a video. Don't use your water flosser like this.
Bria got a new water flosser. I tried it.
This is a weapon, but I need to use it.
All right, let's see it.
I'm so scared. Bro, why is it so angry? Just take it, Bria. For anyone that doesn't know, you're supposed to close your mouth around it and then do it, okay? Apparently this was obvious, but it wasn't to me. Ugg, boots, and slippers. I can't even choose my favorite because I have several pairs now. I don't even know how I ended up with so many pairs, but I have this one pair that is like so busted that it's like still my favorite pair. It's like that blankie you have as a child and you leave like scraps of it. You don't care, it's just you still need it. That's how I am with this one pair of Uggs. So if you're looking for like a good quality slipper, I know Uggs are pricier, but don't even play with me. You know you are gonna get miles out of that Ugg, okay? The way I have run my Uggs into the ground, and they still are my trusty Uggs. They might be a little trusty and dusty now, but they still get the job done. So all I'm saying is it's a great investment if you know someone that is a big chiller and likes to take a big chill pill and just lounge around the house. Get them the slipper or boot because it's going to last them. It's a great investment. And if they live in a colder area especially, they're going to love it. So warm and so soft. On the note of being cozy, if you know anyone who is always cold, that one person who is just never satisfied, the heated weighted blanket is my top recommendation for them. So AJ got me one for my birthday this year, and I just literally put it in the room, but it was right there. The heated part is one thing. Like, I use a heated blanket year round. Call me psycho, I know. But then it's weighted on top of that. And I feel like anybody who's anxious for whatever reason, this weight just like calms you down. I can't really explain it, but that's why they make weighted blankets for anxious people. So if you haven't tried this out, it's a game changer, I'm telling you. But I love mine and I use it every single day, and Bubby tries to take mine over. So if you have dogs that love heated blankets too, just be careful because they're gonna hijack it. So as I've started my health journey this year, I got into a lot of teas, and some of the teas that I've been drinking are loose leaf teas. So you do need a different kind of kettle for that. We have, you know, the normal water kettle that you can just boil water in, but we also have one now where you can do the loose leaf situation in as well. AJ was so kind to surprise me with that, and it's a clear glass one that we have. I just thought it was so cute and just goes with anyone's kitchen because it's just clear. So I'll link that down below for you, but if you know a tea lover, this one is great. Funny story, so when we moved, you know, moving in with a significant other can be interesting, especially if you have different decor taste. And AJ and I were no different. He had a lot of things that I didn't really love, but I was like, you know what, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work, and one day I'm just gonna switch it up. And that day came. So he has a ton of records, and I love this for him. He loves collecting them, but he had this very big bulky box at one point. It was just kind of an eyesore, and it didn't really go with the aesthetic of the apartment. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I decided I'm gonna find him one that's really sleek and goes with the decor that we have, because we obviously made a lot of changes this year. And I found this really cool record player holder that I love it. And it's very minimalistic looking. So you're able to display all of the records, and it holds, I wanna say, I'm looking at it right now, there's gotta be like about 50 in there, at least. And so it's clear on the sides, and it's kind of like in a filing system. So now you can actually see all of your records, and you can see the names and the titles and everything really nicely, but it also just kind of looks like another way to decorate your apartment. So really love it. And it's kind of like, it's easily accessible too, so you don't have to like take out a bunch of records to get to one. Like I said, it's kind of like a filing system, so you can just move them around really easy and take them in and out. So if you're looking for a way to do that and it's not like an eyesore, goes with your apartment or house decor, this one is so cute. Every year AJ and I go through like these waves of being smoothie people, and we're actually in one right now. So I immediately thought of this to recommend for my gift guide, which is the NutriBullet. It is honestly one of the best blenders I've had, and I've spent a lot of money on blenders just to like not even like them anymore because they don't hold up, or they don't blend well, or they break after like a year. We've had this NutriBullet for quite some time, and this thing is great. It really chops up any and everything, and it's not super big and bulky, so we're able to put it away and store it a lot, which is nice because it doesn't always have to be on the counter if we're not using it, unlike some blenders where it's like you have no other option where you would put it. So this one's really nice, and it's super easy to clean. The cup part and the attachment are all dishwasher friendly, so after we use it, we just throw it in there, and it's really easy. So this one I don't personally use, but AJ does, and that's our espresso maker. So this was another wedding gift that AJ has used probably almost every day of the year. One, it has saved us tremendously on going to get coffee, so we are saving our money and putting it into better places, but also it's legit. I've even had a couple espressos myself, and I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I didn't want to like claim this one as my recommendation because it really is AJ's, and he gave me full permission to tell you guys it is worth the hype. So if you have a little barista in your family, hook them up with the espresso maker. The Aura ring. I'm wearing her right now. So you guys know I'm obsessed with health, and I'm gonna continue being obsessed with health. And I so kindly was gifted this Aura ring from AJ. And it's basically like, I had an Apple Watch, but you don't get the same, vitals as like you would on an Apple Watch necessarily. You get a little more deep into how your body's doing. So the Aura ring will tell you every day, how was your sleep? It'll give you an activity score. There's so many different things that it measures that you're able to look at, which has really helped me learn my body even more. Funny example here. Just to give you context, usually on a good day, my sleep score might be like 83, and my readiness Your readiness score is just like how ready you are for the day, like how beneficial was your sleep and how ready are you now. So usually I'm like, I'll say a score of 80 for sleep and a score of 83 for readiness, which for me is really good. Now, whenever I drink, both of those scores plummet significantly. You might remember I posted a vlog a couple weeks ago where I saw Lizzo. At that concert, obviously I was drinking alcohol. You guys saw me, I vlogged like really drunk. It was a whole thing. And my sleep score and my readiness score were so embarrassing. So my readiness score the next day was 43. I've never hit that number again, thank goodness. But I say that to say like, it's funny, but also I really see how alcohol affects me. Not only alcohol, but only getting 4 hours of sleep and how it affects my body from not just one day, but like 3 days, you know? So getting this information about myself has helped me to adjust my lifestyle and really prioritize sleep better and just like figure out what I can do to enhance my quality of sleep. My goal in 2023 is to get a score of 100 on both, okay? And it's gonna happen, and when it happens, I'm gonna make a big fucking deal about it. So be ready. If you have any tips on getting that score, by the way, drop them in the comments. So hopefully you found something that resonates with you, and if you need anything, information, it's all in the description down below. If you have recommendations on gifts that you love, please drop them in the comments. I love to see what you guys are using these days because I want to try them out too, and I'm sure there's a lot of besties that are looking for recommendations as well. So with that said, be sure to subscribe if you're new, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week.